It all started in 1933 when President Franklin Delano Roosevelt introduced a policy known as the Agricultural Adjustment Administration. It was supposed to help farmers make money due by keeping prices high for their goods. Roosevelt's AAA paid farmers for any crops produced, whether general or a specific kind, but also for unused land and burn crops, specifically for it not to be sold. This would decrease the supply and increase price. Selling crops at higher prices mean the farmers get a higher profit. The only downside is that not everyone's willing to buy, at least not the average household, especially when the average person makes only about $5 an hour. Although farmers are making higher profit for burning crops, those burned crops would have to be sold at cheaper prices, so that all people can buy food while still having money left to buy other things that belong to other parts of the economy. When we purchase things in the economy, money is dispersed to a variety of people in the economy, like a big tree. When we focus all our attention to a specific part of that tree and neglect the other fundamental parts of the tree, it will be sad. In 1936, the Supreme Court ruled the Agricultural Adjustment Act was unconstitutional. At that point, Roosevelt had to change the stated purpose to soil conservation. Prices weren't able to adjust properly because the Agricultural Adjustment Act was in place. Prices are important because they give consumers and producers the necessary market signals. Roosevelt secured passage of the Agricultural Adjustment Act, which imposed a new tax on agricultural processors and used the revenue to supervise the wholesale destruction of valuable crops and cattle. Federal agents oversaw the ugly spectacle of perfectly good fields of cotton, wheat, and corn being plowed under. Healthy cattle, sheep, and pigs by the millions were slaughtered and buried in mass graves. Even if the Agricultural Adjustment Act had helped farmers by curtailing supplies and rising prices, it could have been done so only by hurting millions of others who had to pay for those prices or make do with less to eat.